How epic would it be to download the knowledge of millions in ad spend, thousands of ads tested, and over 250,000 leads generated with ads, so that you can make ad creative that works without having to waste years or tens of thousands of dollars trying to figure it out for yourself? Well, good news. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make winning ad creative so that you can get better results with the same ad spend. I'll also show you the most common factors we found in winning ads with examples so that you can base your ads on principles that are already proven to work. Finally, I'm going to show you a practical and tangible system we use for testing ads and identifying winners so that you don't potentially turn off big winners prematurely. And just so you know who I am, I'm John. I'm the founder of Min-Max Media. We make ad creatives for companies and we get paid based on performance. So if you want someone to do all of this for you, there's a link below. So first off, why do some ads convert but others just seem to fail? Well, I looked back at all of the ads we've run over the years and I found some patterns with 3 core strategies leading the way. So a while ago, we tested a set of UGC style ads for a couple of clients that we had, whereby it was simply one of their clients talking through the results that they had seen. And my God, these ads blew up. But why? Well, that's the first core strategy: proof. Not just telling your audience what they can get, but showing them. Now, the brand Heights does this really well, using this principle, but with celebrities talking about their own personal experiences, which adds more weight to the claims as you feel more familiar with the person speaking. So here's 2 ways you can structure these ads. Now, when we launch a new set of ads for our clients, our first go-to is a selection of static ads that target people who are solution aware and ready to buy. Now, depending on your product or service, simply stating your offer can be the easiest way to make sales. The problem is that most people overcomplicate it. So here's a set of ad templates that you can use for our second core strategy, offer ad. Along with the structure, target audience call out, and that should be how they refer to themselves, achieve whatever their desired result is in time period without something they're currently doing that they hate, with your unique delivery mechanism. Now, both of those strategies work really well, but this last one has been a staple of our ad accounts for the last 3 years, with it usually being the longest running ad in any of our clients' ad accounts. Now, you may have heard this before, but people buy emotionally and then they justify that purchase logically. So if we can get to that emotional pain behind their need for your service, then it's GG. So for our third strategy, we focus on emotional pain. You simply call out your target audience and then you list all of the pains that they're currently experiencing, and at the end you present an alternative. Also, fun fact, we've tested this same approach and the same ad templates, but with positive points instead of negative pains, and we're yet to see that perform better. So these are the 3 core strategies or principles that we've seen work well across all our ad accounts. But there has to be nuance to your exact product or service. And even with principles to follow, you're still going to have to test. So how do you go about making winning ad creatives and ensure that you're not just throwing money down the drain? Well, it's all about finding your winners and then following the 70-20-10 rule. Here's the breakdown. 70% of your ad spend should go to your winning ads. These are the ads that are consistently bringing in results. 20% goes to testing iterations of what has already worked. You've got something good, you just need to squeeze as much as you can out of it. And the final 10% is for new ideas. This is your experimental budget. It's small, but it's essential to keep things fresh and keep ahead of ad fatigue. So here's how we go about creating our initial batch of ads for clients to find the initial winners. And it's also the same process that we use for testing that 10% of new ad ideas. And if you want us to do all of this for you, as I said, it's part of our service. We get paid on performance, and there's a link below. So firstly, we'll go and check out big player competitors' ad libraries and look for their longest running ads. Next up, we'll start doing some research on that product or service. Once you start doing this, you'll start to see ads pop up in your own Instagram or Facebook in relation to that service. Whenever you see these ads, interact with them. It will mean that Meta puts more of those types of ads in front of you. This will fill your feed with examples. And the great part here is you're seeing the ads as your target audience would. Now, whenever you see an ad that works on you, you can either screenshot that on your phone, screen record it on your phone, or if you're on desktop, you can use the 4Play extension to save it to 4Play. This will give you a growing list of reference ad creative that is relevant to your exact product or service. Once you have this, you can start to see patterns and break down what is working in those ads, and then test similar concepts in your own campaigns. We also found that having weekly brainstorming sessions with your team about what has worked and what hasn't often brings up a load of new ideas. So that's how you create new ads, but once you've found your winners, most of your time is going to be spent on iteration. So, how do you iterate effectively? Well, let's take a look at that emotional pain cold read ad from earlier. Here's 6 ways that we could iterate on that ad. Firstly, you could change the backdrop. So in a recent static ad campaign that we ran, we found a blue gradient backdrop brought in higher quality leads than just the simple yellow backdrop. We could also tweak the copy. We could switch up the font. We could add emojis to it. We could turn it into a reel with some upbeat music and basic animation. We could use it as a basis for a script for a video ad. This will help you avoid ad fatigue and get the most out of your winners as possible. But there's one more thing that you need to nail to be able to fully conquer making ad creative that converts. Because you can create world-class ads, but without this next step, your ad account can still fail and you won't know why. So let's say we're about to launch an initial batch of ads or a set of new ideas. How do we actually know if they're working, and how long should we give them before we either declare they're a loser or we scale them up? Well, we found a method of simple statistical testing that is highly reliable. Firstly, let's set a benchmark for your ideal lead cost. For simplicity, let's just say that it's $100. To give your ad the chance that it deserves, you ideally need to spend 3 times the amount of that benchmark on that ad. So in this case, you'd be spending about $300 on that ad before deciding if it's a hit or a miss. Now, if your cost per lead is really high and you don't want to spend that much, that's fine. You can also do it based on cost per click. But this is a solid way to identify potential before you ditch anything. And here's a pro tip: run those tests in a separate ad set. You don't want to be messing with anything that's already working. By doing this, you'll keep your winning ads winning, and you'll also be able to find the next big thing. Now, all of this can improve performance in the Ads Manager, but there are other levers that you can pull outside the Ads Manager, which can increase conversion rates and cost you absolutely nothing. So in this video here, I cover the most effective full funnel strategies we've found that allow you to improve your conversion rates without you having to spend any more money.